I never thought I'd be involved in something like this.
Me neither.
That's one of the reasons you have to keep an open mind about these things.
Well, I mean, I've fantasized about it.
Yeah, I think everybody has.
Yeah, but to actually be doing it.
Tom, you changed that diaper like a pro.
It's a snap. You're talking to a master.
Do you want to hold him?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah, that's a boy.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, how do we look?
You look like you were cut out for fatherhood.
Hey, speaking of fatherhood, where's Daniel?
Oh, yeah. Daniel said if he wasn't here by 8, we should just start dinner without him.
So even having a baby doesn't get him home any earlier, huh?
Afraid not. Well, maybe that's him.
What's so funny?
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hi, sweetheart. Tom and Cassie were just asking about you.
I know. I feel lousy. Something came up.
How long will you be?
At least another couple hours.
Oh, Daniel.
I know. Look, tell them both I'm sorry, and I'll rush it as fast as I can. I really am sorry, Mandy. I just can't be helped. Kiss Charlie for me.
Okay. Drive carefully, and we love you.
Yeah. I know the air conditioner's out. Yeah, we got someone on the way to look at it. Uh-huh. Whoa.
think about it?
Never. Never, not once.
No, I mean about what kind of parents we'd be.
Oh, that, yeah.
I thought of it once or twice.
And,
And I think you'd be a great mom.
well, what about you?
I'm not so sure about me.
Well, you'd be able to teach the kid how to throw a football?
What if it was a girl?
You'd teach her how to throw a football.
Actually, if I had a daughter, she'd end up with a great arm. Cass, there's more to it than throwing footballs.
I know that. But I would have taken care of the rest.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, guys.
We missed you last night.
This case is killing me. I didn't get home till after midnight.
No kidding. Hey, that's some baby you got.
Don't remind me. All I can think of when I'm in the law library is I could be home right now holding him. Amanda looks great, though, huh?
Oh, yeah, she looks better than I've ever seen her.
Just think of how hard I had to convince her to adopt. Hey, I gotta get to court. Maybe you guys come over next week?
Yeah,
Great.
dinner.
Bye. You know what? He's working too hard. He's gonna blink twice, and Charlie's gonna be in college.
You kidding me? The way that guy's going, he's not gonna have a chance to blink.
Let me ask you this, Sergeant. How can you be sure that it was my client that you saw running out of the apartment?
I saw him.
But it was at night,
It was.
and the apartment was dimly lit.
Well enough to see your client.
At a distance of what?
60 or 70 feet.
I see. How good is your eyesight, Sergeant?
At my last examination, 2020,
And when exactly was that last examination?
last week,
Last week?
Wednesday to be exact. I brought the results with me.
That won't be necessary, Sergeant. I have full faith in the accuracy of your memory. It's the accuracy of your eyesight that's my concern. It's curious that the examination was so close to this trial. Was this a long-standing appointment?
No,
When did you make it?
when I heard that you were representing the defendant,
What did that have to do with it?
based on your reputation.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, you're known for invariably choosing the simplest line of defense. The lighting was fine. We had a clear view of the guy. And mistaken identities out of the question because he was 6'7". So all that left was my eyesight. I had it examined.
No further questions?
How'd it go?
I killed.
You getting ready to call me?
No, I think they've recessed for lunch. Defense probably needs to regroup.
I'm not gonna talk about it here.
And what do you suppose that was all about?
I don't know. They said the case was getting to him.
Oh, I guess so. I'm having lunch with Amanda. Going baby clothes shopping. Would you like to come along?
No, I think I'll pass. Listen, though, if you get something for Charlie, I'm in for half deal.
Deal.
And this time, sign the card, Tom and Cassie.
Well, that's the way I signed it last time.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, the wedding gift that we got for the Fields, remember?
Yeah.
Cassy and Tom.
No.
Yeah, do you want to call them?
Oh, like they would save the card.
Tom and Cassie.
Fine.
Tom and Cassie.
Fine.
Tom and Cassie.
Thank you. Charlie keep you up late last night?
No. Well, no more than usual.
Thought you said he was sleeping through the night now.
Yeah, he must be coming down with something. He was cranky all night.
Oh, we ran into Daniel in the courthouse today.
Really? And you've probably seen more of him in the last 48 hours than I have.
Yeah, he said it's been a rough trial.
Some big oil corporation's in a lot of trouble.
Mandy, you and I have been friends a long time.
Everything's fine. That is where you're going with all this, right? Wondering how things are between Daniel and me?
If you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's all right. Like you said, we've been friends a long time. It's just that he's been working too hard. Way too hard. I've got Charlie. You know, when I think about all that time, we were trying to conceive and we couldn't, and I was too stubborn to even consider adopting, and to think I could have had a baby so much sooner.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you got Charlie.
He's so good. And he loves us so much. I can't even remember what life was like without him. Or imagine what life would be like without him.
Well, why would you imagine that?
See what losing a night's sleep will do to a person? I am just rambling on here like a loony bird. Look, you know what? We better get going if you have to get back to the courthouse, right?
Kinda late to be making up the room, isn't it?
Got no choice. Folks have been checking out late today. Or in and out, to be more accurate.
Whew. Oh, place needs some air now. It stinks.
What was that?
Not to worry. Goes on all the time.
Hey, how'd it go?
It's a piece of cake. Whatever you said to Gunderson really threw him off. He was walking around me like I was some kind of live explosive.
As you are to all the people that know you. Did you get a gift for the baby?
Oh, yeah, and you owe me $20.
Can I get your next payday?
Okay. Amanda said this case that Daniel's working on involves some oil corporation.
Meaning, who was that girl outside the courtroom?
20 years old in that dress? She's not with an oil company.
Maybe he was working on more than one case.
Mom, yeah, most lawyers do.
But you still think there's something going on?
Yeah, just, Amanda looked real tired at lunch.
Well, babies do have that effect on people.
No, this was a worry tired, like she'd been up thinking all night.
You read a lot into Bags Under the Eyes.
Yeah, like gypsies reading poems.
How'd it go in court?
We killed.
We killed.
Yeah, well, according to the phone call I just got, so did somebody else. A motel out on Ashton Road. Victim's a 21-year-old female.
We're on it, Harry.
Charlene.
How's it going, guys?
You tell us.
Victim's name is Sarah Lynn Thompson. She recently arrived from Holden, California.
Cause of death?
Strangulation. Several blows to the face and repeated blows to the back of the head. It's like somebody banged her head on the floor.
Thank you. Why do I think I've seen her before?
Because you have, in the courthouse today. This is the girl that Daniel was arguing with.
Oh. You, into stargazing, Nelson?
Yeah.
Well, take a look at this, Cassie.
Let's see. Hey, there's Billy, up close and personal. She needs to get her roots touched up.
Geez, that's quite a powerful scope you've got, Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you got one heck of a view into those rooms, huh?
Right down to the cracks in the molding.
So you familiar with Section 27 of the Penal Code, Nelson?
Yeah. Peeping Tom. It's an aberration. I'm working on it. I'm in therapy.
Well, you should sue for malpractice. It's not working.
An illness like this takes time.
I'm sure. But time is not something we have a lot of, so don't waste ours. Now, what did you see in her room?
Today, nothing. Last night was a different story.
Different how?
She had a visitor.
Did you get a good look at him?
Yeah. Good-looking guy, early 30s. Nice suit. Tie. Professional.
And what about Sarah Lynn?
What about her?
Was she a professional?
Oh, look, guys, I just rent the rooms. I don't run once and warrants on anybody.
Best guess.
She wasn't wearing a whole lot of clothes. Just enough to receive visitors, if you catch my drift.
And was he the only visitor?
Look, I don't keep a 24-hour surveillance on it.
Meaning she probably closed the shades.
Ah, I told you I'm in therapy.
Okay, who else might have seen someone coming or going?
The maids. Night woman doesn't get here for another 2 hours. Day girl's around here someplace.
All right, well, while we're doing that, why don't you check the record for her phone calls?
What? All of a sudden I work for you?
Yeah, well, you can talk to your therapist about it.
I have a relapse. It's on your head.
And you're sure about the license number?
Yeah, 527. That's my birthday, May 27th.
That's great. Well, if you think of anything else, give us a call.
Great. Thanks.
Well, her description matches the manager's.
And they both sound like Daniel.
All right. Here's some phone calls. Just 2. I recognize one of them. It's a military base around here.
You get a lot of customers from there?
I give a serviceman's discount.
How patriotic. Okay, what about the other one?
Not a clue. You need me for anything else?
That'll do it.
Oh, you tell them down at the station? I give a police discount too.
Well, we'll pass that along. Oh, God.
What's wrong?
This other number's Daniel's.
What's he doing with her hooker?
Isn't that like asking who's buried in Grant's tomb?
So we got him at the scene. Now what do we do?
You know the answer to that one.
We go question him. God, he's a friend of ours.
I know.
Our friends don't murder people.
Yeah, that's what OJ's friends say.
But this is Daniel and Mandy, Cass.
That's what OJ's friends say. Look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but this isn't something we can just ignore.
We can't just blow off a 7-year relationship either. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Hey, Daniel, I know we're buds and all, but did you off this young woman? Come on.
But we have to question him.
What if just one of us goes? Okay, that way it won't be as formal.
Fine.
Fine.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Well, neither do I.
Okay, call it.
It's...
Daniel. Huh? What are you doing here?
I gotta talk to you.
Sir, talk away.
Cassy and I noticed you talking to a girl at the courthouse today.
Oh, yeah.
Shirley Thompson.
How do you know her name?
She's dead.
What?
Look, don't. I know that you went to visit her at a motel on Ashton Road. Why don't you tell me about your relationship with her?
My relationship? What, do you think I'm having an affair with her?
Oh, were you?
Oh, come on, Tom.
Are you?
No! She's Charlie's mother. His birth mother. She was shaking me down.
How?
Said she was going to reconsider. Give us back the money we paid out and take the baby back.
How much did you pay her?
Nothing. Not a damn cent. That's what I went to that motel room to tell her.
So when you left the hotel room, she was alive?
Absolutely.
What time was that?
4:30, 5? Look, it's been a long day. Is there anything else?
No, not for now. Does Amanda know about this?
No. No, it would have frightened her too much, the prospect of losing Charlie. Look, there's no reason that you've got to mention any of this to her, is there?
No. Not now.
Victim's trachea had been ruptured. Very, very strong hands. Not much of a struggle, though. I think the beating she took around the head probably took most of the fight out of her.
Prints?
None. But one curious thing, though. Whoever it was hit her hard enough to break the skin in several places. One of these breaks is just, different. Here. Yeah. See how jagged these breaks are here? And that's what it looks like when it's done with a fist. But look at this. See how even this break is? I mean, it's different from all the others.
A ring with a raised surface?
That'd be my guess.
What are you saying, that he hit her with both hands?
Yeah, I guess I am, except it hardly ever happens that way. I mean, one of our hands is stronger, and that's what we hit with.
Well, except for her, she hits well with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that's what I hear.
It's me. Did I wake you?
No.
I'm lying here trying to remember. Does Daniel wear a class ring?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. That's, that's why I can't sleep.
Okay. I'll see you in the morning.
Right.
I'd like to help you, sergeants. I really would. But this is a bank. We have procedures. You're police officers. If anyone can appreciate procedures, it's you.
We appreciate that. We really do. But we need an answer in a hurry.
I'll be more than happy to oblige, but I have to have a court order.
You know what? The man's absolutely right. We should get to work on that right away.
But once we get it, then we have to come back with a dozen squad cars and a SWAT team.
Why?
Beats us.
Procedure.
But you'll scare away most of my customers.
You think?
Told you, she was alive when I left.
Did you give her the money?
Yes.
Where is it? Nobody found any money.
I don't give a damn whether they found it or not. I gave it to her.
And you never hit her?
No, I never touched her.
So if we send that ring in for skin and blood samples, what are they gonna find?
I took the money to the motel at 4:30, like I told you. I gave it to her. I said this was gonna be the one and only payment. She smiled. She said she was gonna be the one to decide when the well ran dry. And she started laughing.
And that's when you hit her?
Couldn't help myself. Just one backhand across that sneering mouth. Then she screamed, I panicked, and I ran.
Daniel, why didn't you tell me this last night?
Because I was afraid of how it would look. I was afraid of them.
Who's them?
The welfare people. They're like sensor alarms. The slightest damn thing sets them off. With Charlie being adopted, I didn't want them taking him away from us because I assaulted someone.
This is about more than a lie.
No, it's not.
There's no money. We've gone over that room 3 times.
Then whoever killed her took it.
That's your story.
No, that's the truth.
Well, we need proof.
As my friends, I expect you to believe me.
Daniel Shaw, you're under arrest for the murder of Sarah Lynn Thompson. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the court. I kept thinking about after we first met them. Do you remember when that flu bug was going around?
Yeah, and you got sicker than I'd ever seen you.
Uh-huh. I was home for a week. And every day, first thing in the morning, Amanda would come by and she would see if I needed anything to eat, and if I had enough magazines to read, if I needed
Cassie,
anything
we
from the
talked about
farm.
this.
I know, but you don't feel right about it either.
No, I don't.
I was trying to remember this quote that I read about friends and loyalty.
If I had to choose between betraying my country or betraying my friends, I hope I should have the guts to betray my country.
Wow, that is the one. I'm very impressed.
No, don't be. It's the final Jeopardy question the other night.
Well, the man had a point.
Yeah, but the man was a novelist and we're homicide detectives.
Well, same principle. You know, after we got divorced, they took me to eat at Gigi's. And Daniel said that he was just so sorry about our divorce and that,
Yeah,
you know,
wanted to keep seeing us, right? Right. We had
Yep.
the same dinner together. Cassie, we've been through this forward and backward because the guy's our friend. And it all kept coming out the same way. It's just, we did the right thing.
Then how come it feels so wrong?
I don't know. Amanda.
I'm just here to bail Daniel out.
Bail isn't usually allowed in murder cases.
He didn't murder anybody.
Well, that's not our decision to make.
Oh, right. You're just the arresting officers. You've known us all these years. How could you do this?
Did you know about the extortion?
Yeah, he told me about it when he got home that night.
Why didn't you tell us that?
Because there was nothing that you could do about it. It wasn't any of your business, all right?
I'm afraid it's our business now.
You are our friends.
We're still your friends.
Yeah. You're right.
What do you mean you don't believe he did it?
Just what we said.
But you busted him.
Well, all the evidence pointed that way, Harry.
And the DA is getting ready to take it to the grand jury. Look, okay, I know the man is a friend of yours. And all right, it must have been hard bringing him in, but you did the right thing. But now, all of a sudden, you're having second thoughts.
We followed the evidence.
And now we want a chance to prove what we believe is right.
Oh, the big H word.
No, this is no hunch. We've known this man for 7 years. We were there when they were married.
We sat up all night with him after Amanda had a miscarriage.
This is no casual relationship.
Okay, I appreciate all that.
Look, we did good by the department. Please, do good by us.
Good how?
Let us see if we can find the real killer.
But you have the real killer.
Well, then give us a chance to prove ourselves wrong.
Aha. This is all a plot to drive me insane, huh?
That's right. The department said that if we could make you crack, they'd give us half of what they save on your pension.
One day. That's all you get, 24 hours.
Harry, that's half of what they gave Nolte and Murphy.
What are you talking about?
Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, 48 hours, it's a movie.
I never heard of it.
You gotta get up.
24 hours, you're wasting it.
We're wasting it. Okay, we start with Daniel didn't kill her. Question being, who did?
I got a couple other questions. Why'd you wait till now to put the squeeze on Daniel?
Well, that's easy. Gives him time to get totally committed to the baby.
You could have done that in the first week. How Amanda was when I first brought her home.
Okay. She didn't need the money till now.
Take a look at the suitcase. Look at the clothes. Woman's needed money all her life.
Okay, I have the other question.
Oh, you think you're pretty good, huh?
Who is the birth father?
You are good.
Now, I suppose you have the links to the other two questions.
Matter of fact, I think I do. She lived in a small town, right? Near a naval base?
Right?
Say the father was stationed at that base. They have an affair. She gets pregnant. He gets transferred. She has the baby. She gives it up for adoption. That's the end of it. Until she finds out where he's been transferred.
No. Okay, so she comes here and what?
Tries to start over with him. Say she tells him about the baby. How she gave it up for adoption to people in Palm Beach.
Okay, so he sees a chance to make some money. But why kill her?
My guess is she says, marry me, no money. But he has an alternative she hasn't considered. What do you think?
I think it's worth a try. It's the only theory we've got, and Harry's only given us 24 hours.
Pleasure to meet you, Colonel.
Wish I could say the same thing, Sergeants, but homicide detectives are like the IRS. They never bring good news.
Well, we understand that. We also understand that you have full jurisdiction over anything involving any of your people.
I was going to get to that next.
Well, we don't need much time, just a day or so.
Why don't you leave me what you have so far, and I'll conduct my own inquiry.
I'm afraid that that's not going to be good enough.
I'm afraid that's the only choice you have.
Green, Nathaniel Green, did you used to play strong safety for A&M?
As a matter of fact, I did.
You ran back a kickoff against Austin in '79 to knock them out of bowl contention.
I sure did. Ran a stake right through the Longhorns' heart.
Yeah, right through my heart, too.
You're not old enough to have been in college then.
But I was old enough to be dating the UT starting tailback.
I hate to break up this little trip down football's memory lane, but we're conducting an investigation here.
You said you need the records of all the men transferred from Camp Farragut in the last year.
Right.
You got them. And the one day you need. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got 50 men being transferred out tomorrow. I'd like to go over their records.
We thank you. Sis boom, ba that.
When did you transfer out of Camp Farragut, Sergeant?
Must be 11, maybe 12 months now.
Are you married?
Yes, ma'am. 3 kids. 2 boys and a girl.
You remember what you were doing last Tuesday night?
Tuesday, we took the kids out for dinner. No, that was Monday night. Tuesday, I was at the library. I'm taking a couple of courses at the community college. Trying to get my degree.
Thank you, Sergeant. Could you ask the next man to come in, please?
Okay, private. That'll be it.
PFC Sedgwick reporting as ordered.
Sit down, Private. I'm Sergeant Ryan. This is Sergeant St. John. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yes, sir. Anything I can do to help?
You were stationed at Camp Farragut?
Yes, ma'am. I took my basic there.
How long you been there?
10 months to the day.
Back at Farragut, did you get into town much?
Holden? Sure.
You ever meet a girl named Sarah Lynn Thompson?
Well, I met a lot of girls, ma'am. But I'm ashamed to say I have some trouble remembering all their names.
No names to take, just hearts to break, huh?
Hardly that, ma'am. Just some pleasant evenings, drinking beer, dancing.
Where were you last Tuesday evening?
Drove in to see the fights. They didn't have anything like that in Holden.
You remember any of the fighters?
Yes, sir. It was a real good card. A couple of welterweights, Gonzalez and Moore, and a cruiserweight with Castillo and Torrenuevo, and one real stinker with a couple of heavies. You really want to hear all this, Sergeant?
We really do, Private Sedgwick.
Why Sedgwick?
Where were you last Tuesday night, Colonel?
I went to the movies with my wife. We saw the new Harrison Ford movie.
But you had to think about it, just for a second.
See, Sedgwick just spouted it out like a machine gun, like he'd memorized it.
Sergeant, this is Colonel Green. I want you to pull the files on PFC Terry Sedgwick.
You worked the CQ that night, Sergeant.
Right, Tuesday.
Happen to remember if any calls came in?
Come on, give me a break. That thing rings off the hook. We got over 300 men in the squad. Wrench, need a wrench. You wanna hand me that big one?
One call in particular to PFC Sedgwick, Terry Sedgwick.
Lover boy? Wanna give me that screwdriver? Yeah, I remember. He got a call that night, early.
You sure?
I'm sure, 6:15 on the dot. I was taking off for chow when the call came in.
Sure it came in for Sedgwick?
Hey, I say I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure.
And exactly why is that?
Because I thought I'd have to go running all over the company area to find him. Only he was standing right out front in the building. Like he'd been waiting on the call.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Listen, there's a small screwdriver over on the bench.
Want Frank?
No, those things are terrible for you.
Well, that's one of the great perversions of the universe. Stuff that tastes great isn't healthy, and the stuff that's lousy is. If in a perfect world, broccoli would taste like Cherry Garcia.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll have one.
Go for it. So, we know that the girl called the base, and Sedgwick got a call around the same time.
Yep. It was the time that Daniel said he dropped off the 10,000 to her.
If we want, the DNA test will prove that Sedgwick is a baby's father.
Oh, you can bet the farm on that one.
So what do we really have?
Cheeseburger and fries is what we got.
Okay, we both know that Sedgwick killed him.
Yeah, and I know that Daniel's innocent, and the DA is going to laugh us right out of his office.
Because he's going to ask us to show me the money. You like that movie?
I thought he was a wuss.
I thought he was a man of principle.
No, he was a wuss.
Problem is, there's no money.
And if Daniel's telling the truth, then Sedgwick has it.
And how do we find out if he does?
Sergeant, I sympathize with your problem, but we just can't go ahead and ignore the man's civil rights.
Well, my father, who was in the Army, told me that he had his civil rights violated every Saturday morning.
That wasn't a search, it was an inspection.
Oh, well, an inspection. That is exactly what we're looking for, Colonel.
Excuse me, sir. I'm curious.
Yes, Private.
Is mine the only gear you're going through?
No, Private. That'll be all, Private, as you were.
Yes, sir.
Nothing. The man is clean.
How about a bank book, receipts?
Sorry.
Said you were going to ship some men out tomorrow.
Right?
Is Sedgwick going to be one of them?
Nope.
Could he be?
I don't follow.
You know, Colonel, you've already been over backwards
Yes,
for us.
I have.
And, well, could you cut orders on Sedgwick?
Whoa, what are you talking about? Well, they don't have to be, rules. You just have to make him think that they are.
Nothing shy about the two of you, is there?
That's fine. We just got a lot of chutzpah.
Congratulations, buddy. You just won Father of the Year.
Do you want a burpee?
Sure. Come here, you. You guys are some terrific cops.
And even better friends.
Charlie's real lucky to have you as role models.
Oh, I don't know if you want him to be policeman.
Oh, he could do worse.
No, I think he's gonna be a lawyer.
What makes you so sure?
Look what he's already learned to do to cops.
That's my boy. That's my boy.